Well, hey, kids, you're watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.
Yes, it is the Saturday morning special. If you're not butt juice, make some noise. I'll make the noise on behalf of you because no one else can hear you. What's really poppin', friends? My name is Joey. Sometimes I play games, and sometimes I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning. Don't worry, I have been sleeping since then. The love of my life is taking a little trippy poo to see her bestie friend. So I hope her and her have a great time in the sun and the fun. And who needs a girlfriend when I have you guys, right? I hope she's not listening to this. She should be taking off right about now. So, pray for her to have a safe flight and everything. But this is the boys club. I think only, one or two girls actually watch this channel. And one of them is on the plane right now. Okay, so we are back with some backyard baseball. Great start. Have not had a backyard Saturday morning special in quite some time. So happy to have you back. We tried this out on Sunday. This is a team composed solely of now Hall of Famers. We are 2-1 so far. The roster is Vladimir Guerrero, Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, Frank Thomas, Derek Jeter, Chipper Jones, Jim Tomei, Randy Johnson, and Mike Piazza. I'm gonna switch up things a little. Actually, I kind of like how I think it's good the way it is. Vlad up there a little more. Okay, let's just get right to it. The Super Duper Bombers against the San Francisco Giants. Thank you for joining. I do believe it is time to party, and party we shall do as we are. Ichiro digs in against Henry Deschutes. And we are waiting for the first pitch. And first pitch of the Saturday morning special right on time at 9:03 a.m. Eastern. I do believe it is time to party now, officially. So what do you guys want to talk about? There's a lot of things we can talk about. Many things. Many things. But the one thing we should talk about is Joey's ability to concentrate on the game. Up. She's connected to the in-flight Wi-Fi, so now we gotta watch what I'm saying.
The batter is having some difficulty.
Dang, Dimitri had a pretty good arm there. That was really good, actually, to beat Ichiro like that.
I hit pretty good for a shortstop, so watch out.
Not a broken ladder. Not a broken ladder. Swing. Hey, batter. Hey, batter.
I'm going to wash my face, too. I know you guys can't tell.
Hey, batter. We want a batter. Not a broken ladder. Swing.
Yeah, I know you guys are missing this backyard Saturday morning special.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Should I hit this over the right field fence or the left?
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
So I woke up today. I said tonight. Today. I woke up at 4 to get Jeannie over to the airport. Dropped her off at about 5:30, and then came back here, had a nap, which was weird because it was at that point daylight. By the time I got into my bed, it was daylight. So I got an hour nap or so in there. I had this thing scheduled for 8:30, thinking, I'll get up by 8:30, or I'll be ready to go. So Jim told me has sucked in this game. I mean, I don't know And you know what? I wasn't that good with him when we had him in the other team. So I don't know if it's just me or him. It's probably him. But Randy Johnson has more hits. And finally Jim Thome has a hit. Come on, Kenneth. Come on, Kenneth. There we go. He gets an RBI as well. And we are on the board on the Saturday morning special. And it is special because you
I'm gonna
exist.
hit that ball, man.
Yo, can you imagine Mr. Rogers was still alive for YouTube? Yo, his channel would be fire. Mr. Rogers vlogging, that would be fire. Do you see those ducks on the pond? They're looking for food. He didn't even, I mean, really, low-key, if you think about it, the way that Mr. Rogers was formatted, he was kind of one of the original commentators of just life videos. There's look up Mr. Rogers crayons, and there's a very soothing video of him just commenting on how crayons are made. How those appear to be yellow crayons. You see how they put the paper on them. And I'm not making fun of Mr. Rogers at all. That's imitation is the highest form of flattery, right?
Make like a carpenter and nail it.
They sell rice balls here. Wow.
I am hungry. I had 2 bagels,
Nice job.
just plain bagels, but no
Yo, look over here. Gangway.
eggs or anything like that. Because eggs do cost $8,000 now.
Yo.
And I want to get. I made this bomb skillet dinner last night.
Rice balls here.
Sausage, rice, beans,
They sell
peppers,
rice balls
onions.
here.
Watch out. I've been known to be a little wild.
And I had plenty of it left over, and I wanted to make a breakfast burrito with it, but there weren't any supermarkets open on my way back home, so I had Sans tortilla wraps. Do. So the Giants were the team that we fell short to in the opener of this
Watch out, man.
series.
Hey, batter. Hey, batter.
Yo.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
All right, kid, calm down, whoever you are.
Win.
That's what we're intending to do.
You got it.
Yeah, so every one of these players are now in the National Baseball Hall of Fame. There are other Hall of Famers in BYB 03. And you could probably still make a full roster with players from 01, just 03 is better.
You want to see some power? Watch this.
Yes, I do want to see some power. That'd be nice.
Swing. Swing. Swing.
Your batting stance is illogical.
Shut up.
Hey, batter. Whip.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, batter.
I am getting the hungries a little bit, and I really wish I had those tortilla wraps.
We want
I mean, I can eat the leftover skillet on its own, but you know, I want the thing.
What's this one?
I have calculated that you will strike out here. The numbers don't lie.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
I have calculated that you will strike out here. The numbers don't lie.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Whip.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter.
Okay, you can walk us. I'm fine with that.
We want a batter, not a broken
Oh, way too soon.
Hey, batter.
I have calculated that you will strike out here. The numbers
We
go on.
want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Nice piece of swinging. And not like the old people swinging. I mean like baseball swinging. Yeah, it's an out. Never mind.
I'm gonna cream this ball, dude.
Hey, batter, batter, batter.
My calculations were correct.
Yeah, that and the fact that my Piazza's slower than molasses, so you know, you'd be alright.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Alright, Debbie Nagasawa.
Whoa. Whoa. Piece of cake.
I like cake.
Swing batter. Whoa. Wow.
That was close. Hey, man.
Okay, here comes Petra. Petra Chekhov, more like Petra, check yourself off back to the dugout. In just a moment. And this is why you don't talk crap on NPCs. Come on! Okay, that could have been bad. I swear that there's been some property issues with some of the tiles in this field in particular, where that could have very well been a home run, even though it didn't climb over the fence. I swear I've seen that.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing batter.
Watch out, man.
Make like a carpenter and nail it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, someone's got it. Randith. Okay. Randy Johnson has been hitting it. He has more hits than Jim
Your
Thome.
fighting stance is illogical.
Swing. Whip. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
It appears the batter is having some difficulty.
Whip. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Swing. Hey, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Blixie, hello. Wow, I haven't seen you drop in that many live streams. Nice to
It
see you.
appears the batter is having some difficulty.
Welcome to the Saturday morning special.
Batter, batter, batter.
Your batting stance is illogical.
I will now hit the ball.
Swing. Whip.
I had to wake up earlier than I'd like to on most Saturdays. Yeah, that's kind of how it was for me too. But I mean, I'm happy to
Your batting stance
Um,
is illogical.
help my baby out, get to the airport. I won't say where she's flying to. Yeah, she still likes some privacy, but you know. I just brag out this girl so much, you know.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're moving along somewhat.
Hey, batter, swing batter. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh.
Mr. Snappy.
Hey, batter, 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 swing, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Wow.
Whoa.
Too easy.
Ay, ay, ay.
Go!
Hey. Wing.
Over here. Oh, oh, oh.
Go!
Get your red hots.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey.
Hey, man.
Hey, batter, 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 swing, batter.
Get it here.
Whoa, batter, go, batter. What you gonna do, batter? Woohoo!
Okay.
Go!
Hey, batter, hey, batter.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Get it here. So wing.
Rockin'!
Okay.
Should I hit this over the right field fence or the left one?
Swing.
Your batting stance is
Hey,
illogical.
batter. Swing.
I have calculated that you
We
will strike
want
out
a batter,
the numbers
not a
don't lie.
broken ladder. Swing. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Not a broken ladder. Swing.
Ah, that hook got me at the end.
Wait till next time.
There you may.
Swing. We want a batter,
Oh.
not a broken ladder.
I knew the video with her. Yes, the Fateful Findings one. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun to me.
We want a batter, not a
And maybe we'll
broken
do some more. We'll see.
Swing. We want a batter,
Ah,
not a broken
tough call
ladder.
there.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing.
Are we winning?
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
It appears the batter is having some difficulty.
Oh, a little oppo action there. That's gonna get out. There you go, Jim Tomei. You are due for one of these, my guy. Opposite field, just like the short, where we take that home run call. I put that over Jim Tomei's famous oppo walk-off home run with the Phillies.
I'm gonna hit that ball, man. Swing.
I have calculated that you will strike out
Hey,
the
batter,
numbers don't
we
lie.
want a batter, not a broken ladder. Swing. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a
I
broken
have
ladder.
calculated that you will strike
Swing.
out the numbers don't lie.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Ah,
Wow. Gangway.
yeah, tell the people that we're live. Ah, okay, they caught the out.
I'm gonna knock the sins off the ball.
Batting stance is illogical.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
not doing two things at once here. There we go. There's a drop. In the eyes of backyard baseball, that's a hit.
Now you'll see why they call me the Big Hurt.
Swing! Hey, batter, batter, batter!
I have calculated that you will strike out here. The numbers don't lie.
Hey, batter! Hey, batter, batter, batter! Hey, batter, batter, batter!
Oh, that was a nasty
We
swing.
want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Jeannie just sent me a picture from the air. It's beautiful, just like her.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter! Swing! We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter! Swing!
Strike out here. The numbers don't lie.
We want a batter, not a broken
It
ladder.
appears the batter is having some difficulty.
Swing! Hey, batter! Swing! Whiff! Swing!
Oh, I thought for a second. Ah.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Watch out, man!
Get your red hots.
They sell rice balls here.
The Shuns is up.
Watch out, man!
There we go.
Get your red hots.
Do.
Batter, 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 swing, batter.
Aw, Randolph, come on.
Oh, man! That's big.
There we go.
Let's do this like Brutus. You can do it.
Oh, yeah!
You, in fact, can do it.
Let's go.
Hey, batter, hey, batter.
Hey, Keith, what is poppin'? Welcome to the Saturday morning special. We're up 2-0. This is game 1.
Hey, batter, batter, batter.
And it's moving pretty quickly. That's what happens when you have a 2-0 game.
Come
I
on!
have
Watch
to do
out!
everything around here.
Way to go, man!
Nice.
Ripley!
Hey,
Let's go! Let's go!
Watch this.
Hey, batter, batter, batter!
are we winning?
Hey, batter, batter, batter! Hey, batter! We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Batter, batter, batter!
Whoa.
Bravo! Bravo!
Okay, I'll take that.
Go easy on me. I'm a prince.
That's one of my faves.
Hey, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing! Whiff! Swing! We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Your batting stance is illogical.
Hey, batter. Swing! Whiff! We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Okay.
Bravo! Bravo!
I will now hit the ball.
Hey, Mitchell. Welcome to the Saturday morning special. Morning, bestie. Hey, Mitch. Is Mitch short for anything? Like Joey's a nickname of Joseph? Because I'm just calling you Mitchell because I think you need some sort of long form name. I guess Mitchell?
My bad.
Mitchell's your full name. I figured. I like Mitchell. Hey, do you remember the classic Joe Buck call on Brian Mitchell's opening kickoff return against the Bucks in the NFC Championship game? Mitchell. Mitchell.
It appears the batter is having some
Mitchell. Down to the 35. Mitch, what's your middle initial if you have one? I'm thinking it's a F.
that you will strike out.
Mitchell F. Kofsky. That sounds right to me.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. So win.
Hey, yeah, Mitchell A. Kofsky. I like that. That sounds like an attorney.
Is having some difficulty.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Batter. So win.
Your batting stance is
Oh, I
still
just
under-
barely got that off in time. Drop. Ah. I remember I took one of those. It was like, oh, I gotta get my charger back in. Didn't even do that. So, Mitch, my girlfriend is flying out today. I'm not gonna say where, because again, I just like to be, you know, even though I think nobody there would recognize her. It is another NFL city, and I told her, you know, when the Eagles play there again, we could go to a game there. I remember taking, you know, an English course, grammar course in college. I think it was like an English/writing course, but I remember we were talking about how there was, I can't believe there was a lesson on this, but it was unnecessary adjectives in sentence, and how you wouldn't say, you know, my Jewish dentist, or, you know, my Asian American doctor. Philly halftime is here. Welcome to the Saturday morning special PHT. Good morning. Philly extra innings. If he is covering the Phillies, and again, I'll be seeing the Phillies soon, along with the newly allowed bearded New York Yankees. I don't know if they've been. It takes a little bit to grow it out. I think. Hang on. I think we got a frozen screen here. Hang on. I think our screen is frozen. We can't have that happen. Let's get that capture going. Yeah, that's in the background. I'm thinking about kind of restructuring the way that the screen looks. With Smith Plays Pokemon, what he does
You
is
really want to pitch to
like,
me?
okay, like here, I'll just do it as an example real quick. Let me pause the game so I'm not missing any stuff here. The way Smith Plays Pokemon does it, and you know, you get influenced by other streamers. Or you get inspiration by other streamers, including Mitch Kowski and Philly Halftime. So, Smith Plays Pokemon will have the game screen like this, and then maybe his window will be up here, and the chat window would be down here, or something like this. Now, I don't appear on camera, so my head will just be bouncing somewhere else. I'll consider it. You know, I want to make this about the gameplay, and then I'm, you know, the secondary reason you're tuning in. Oh, hi, baby. Enjoy that salmon. Okay, everything is acting up right now. I don't know, like OBS just had a stroke or something, but let me get the chat working again here. Restart capture, please. Okay, that's weird. Why'd you go away like that? Oh! I hate when I hate this. Okay. Reset. Alright, alright. We don't need it that big. Pause. I know. I know what you're gonna say. This guy does all, his OBS is always acting up. I'm not watching this guy anymore. Mitch, I didn't check either you or PHC's response to my DM. We gotta get lunch or something sometime, because they live in the great state of New Jersey. I'm gonna have to go through customs, because again, it's always the joke that's it's the state that you don't have to pay to get in, but you have to pay to leave. So anyone, I don't know how many other states across the country are like this, but
It appears the better is having some
to
difficulty.
exit New Jersey and enter back into PA, for Philly for the most part. I know, pause, no, I deserve that. I had to pause someone in real life where they said something like, "Nah, I don't need that many big ones." I was like in the supermarket, like, whoa. No, I lost my train of thought there. Yeah. Babe, enjoy the salmon, enjoy the champagne. Enjoy your lengthy flight. I look forward to hearing throughout. She got that in-flight Wi-Fi, some baller stuff. Oh, that was the thing. If any other areas in the country are like that, where when you cross state lines, there's a toll. And I mean, with Philly, PA, and Jersey, especially where the Delaware River meets, there's a bridge of some kind. It might be Betsy Ross, it might be Tacony, it might be Ben Franklin, maybe Walt Whitman. So I guess the idea is you're paying a toll, which is going towards the maintenance, upkeep of the bridge. But the thing I don't get is, you know, so if you don't have the money, you just don't get to cross the bridge, and you're in the United States of America. You know, I thought this was America. I can understand if you're going into Mexico or Canada, but
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. So wing. So wing. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
I have calculated that you will strike out here.
Hey,
The numbers
batter,
don't
batter,
lie.
batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. So wing.
It appears the better is having some difficulty.
okay. Can Jim Thome run back? I hate that you can't. I hate that you can't make him go back. Well, Randy Johnson is going for the complete game shutout. Jeannie, you were funny in that movie video. Yes, you was. Y'all are cute. Yes, we are. It's funny because I won't get into too much detail. She was in a really bad mood that day. And I did basically have to beg her, and babe, I don't think you'll be embarrassed by me saying this. She didn't really like the fact that I kind of signed her up, and I didn't really talk to her about if she wanted to do it or not. And I said, well, you know, watch it. Trust me, the video is going to be funny. And she was still kind of in a cranky mood. She's becoming more open and receptive to it. But I also know that, you know, she couldn't really see what the end result was going to look like. But her being in a bad mood, I think, actually made it a lot funnier because she was getting really impatient with the movie, especially with the actor that played the character of Jim, because the character was so gross and disgusting in terms of, you know, being a human being. Ah, he hit it against the shift. Okay, well, Ichiro, come on! Now because of that, Barry Bonds is going to be safe, but now Dimitri's running for home. Dimitri's got a little more speed than we think. So, okay, the runner's out. 5 more subscribers is 600. Yeah, there's been a little bit of a stall there, Mitch, but we're going to get around it. Thank you for noticing. to the viewers who are used to karaoke dance parties and stuff, we're not going to do another one till 1,000. That'll be the next one, along with a possible face reveal. Of course, Mitch knows what I look like. And Mitch, I thought to myself too, like, let's say me, you, PHT, even if Blaze wants to make the 6-hour trip or whatever to... Oh, come on! Are you seriously going for home right now, Barry Bonds? Get him out. Wow. Double play to end the game, and let's get a butt juice alert up for the child animated version of Barry Bonds, why he thinks that he is going to score in that. Where's Pete Wheeler? Well, Mitch, the theme of the team is players who are now in the Hall of Fame in real life. So even though Pete Wheeler would make it, Ichiro in this game is basically a Pete Wheeler clone. And as long as the ball's on the ground, Ichiro's going to make it safe. So, you know. So, yeah, that's why there's no Pete Wheeler. But, you know, nonetheless, I thought this was a fun idea. Jimmy Rollins should be in the Hall of Fame. He should be. He should be. I think Jimmy Rollins should be in the Hall of Fame. Otherwise, I'd pick him. So, yeah, Randy Johnson, Ichiro, Frank Thomas, Jim Thome, Vladimir Guerrero, Ken Griffey, Chipper Jones, Mike Piazza, Derek Jeter, all in the Hall of Fame. Blixie, hey, see ya. Thanks for dropping in, hitting the like, all that stuff. It really does help out even for a little bit. Pete Wheeler is better than... Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, Mitch. That's a tough one. Ichiro is... If you ever see the video where, remember when Ichiro a couple of years ago, they the Mariners were playing one of those international series in Japan, like 2 or 3 games, and they basically let him stay on the team so he could, Mitch, stop it right now. They let him play in the game in front of, you know, the Japan crowd. And when he got pulled out of the game, you know, a lot of, you know, the handshakes were great. Yeah, great moment, great player, great just icon of sports. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Mitch, you're not. You're not. Oh boy, we're in the Tin Can Alley. This is one of my favorites. This field is almost like a pinball machine in terms of how crazy the balls are. These balls are going to be crazy. Pause. Sue just texted me. Did he give me a copy of the opening song words? Let me. This is an important email here. Let me just check it real quick, guys. And while we do that, let's pause for station ID. You're watching this Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.
Well, hey, kids, you're watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.
From my parents' basement in the United States. My name is Joey. Sometimes I play games, and sometimes I play them while the love of my life is in a flying tin can in the air in first class, not business class, first class, excuse me. She's a sweetheart, and she's going to see her bestie. We'll call her Kiki. I don't want to say her real name, but she's like a super doctor. She's like 3 doctors in one. It's crazy. Okay, I think we're just going to leave the lineup the same. Don't mess with success, and let us do this. Tin Can Alley. It is a fun field to play
I'll
on.
now hit the ball.
I hit a outside the park home run with Ahmed here. No power up. I didn't think that was even possible.
Hey, batter.
Call that a bet?
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Nice catch, kiddo.
She said that before she catched it and caught it.
What's this? Swing! 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 Hey,
I probably should be taking more pitches too, just to bring out the length of the stream. Right? Right, Mitch? You know about those metrics. I know we love Gretchen here, but let's not lie. Pete doesn't go. I know. I'm not ignorant to the fact. But in soccer, Gretchen is way better than Pete. You can't deny that. So yeah, I'm happy for my baby taking her
Should
trip.
I hit this over the right field fence or the left?
I told her all the good food places to check out.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, so wing.
Mother, I'm not sure which one how you say it, but hi, welcome to the Saturday morning special.
Hey, batter. Whip. Hey, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
All right, little weak start there. You can't even see where it says batter up, do up. Say it like Mother. Okay, Mother. Do. Oh, Ken, this kid is running.
Nice.
Oh. Do. So again, Tin Can Alley is so interesting because, like I said, the best way to compare it is like a pinball machine. The way that hits can be gathered, and then when you have speedy kids like this, it's dangerous. The ball really rattles around, and we're gonna get an out of this, so that's cool. The runner does advance 2 bases, but we got the out, which is better than, you know, not getting an out.
Batter, swing, batter.
Hey, man.
Go figure. So a strikeout, a pop-up, any of those would really be helpful here.
Get it here.
High cheese.
They sell rice balls here.
Ichiro, you're not going to get these rice balls, my guy. Every field you're going to go to, you're going to ask this and be disappointed when you find out that there are, in fact, no rice balls here.
Get your red hots.
There's some cheese again.
They sell rice balls here.
That ground ball might score. Come on. Oh, Mike, what are you doing? Oh, Mike Piazza came off of the plate.
Get him, man.
I think that would have scored. I mean, sorry, I think we would have gotten the out there. But now I got to put a butt juice alert up on there.
They sell rice balls here.
Well, that's a disappointment. Again, that's what makes this field so interesting is all the bounces. Hey, Tommy's here. Tommy is here.
Hey, batter.
Tommy came just in time for a butt juice alert. And right on cue, he drops the little fire engine Joey emoji. Yeah, if you're a member like Tommy, you'll get access to those exclusive SJP emojis. Baby, do you know you could use those?
Next.
Do. There's Billy Mendelson. What an awesome name that is. Definitely gets picked on.
Hit. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Here
Okay.
comes Mr. Snappy.
Here comes Mr. Snappy. Called strike 3. Called strike 3s, I think, are better than swing and miss strike 3s, because that means you really locked up the batter. Okay, so With Tin Can Alley also, it seems to make sense just to avoid the power bat overall and just switch with stick with line drive, sacrifice power for contact, because you can get a lot of base hits really on like stuff like this. Now it's gonna go right to Angela, and of course she catches it when she's not on our team. But if I had a little bit more height, that's a base hit.
I'm gonna hit that ball, man.
I'm in my window here. Go.
You call that a swing?
I hate that. I was just trying to get back into the window. I really should just pause the game, right? Like that's not difficult. Drop it. Okay. Chipper, you can get two. Oh, I don't know. That's a short. And that's the other thing too. It's such a small field that the outfield doesn't really even exist if you think about it. Except that it does.
You wanna see some power? So watch
Yes,
this.
yes I do.
We want a batter, not a broken
Why
ladder.
don't you just ground out and get it over with?
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Ooh.
What's this one?
Swing! Whip! Oh! Hey, batter, batter, batter! Hey, batter, batter, batter! We want a batter, not a broken ladder! We want a batter, not a broken ladder! Hey, batter, batter, batter! Swing!
Okay.
Nice job!
Now there is a lot of power on this team, so it is kind of tough with, you know, when you can't use the power swing, because the power swing could still result in just a single and nothing more. So again, you may as well just sacrifice there. So we're tied up now.
I'm gonna cream this ball, dude.
Swing! We want a batter, not a broken ladder! Oh. Hey, batter, batter, batter!
All right, so the inning is over, but we do tie up the game.
Hey, batter, 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 swing, batter.
Dang.
Whoa.
That was hit pretty well, and the ball bounces so much that it does give the base runners plenty of opportunity to run for it, but not right there.
Hit.
Make like a carpenter and nail it.
I don't like this.
Frank, get back to first!
Over here, man!
Should have just stayed where you were. Am I gonna try the Stadium 2 Poke Cup again? Yeah, probably maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow for a Sunday Super Duper. What I'll probably end up doing, Tommy, is I'll probably just play the game on my own up until that point, suspend it. Like, I'll get back to the final round. Because I just don't want to spend an entire... Basically, because the whole second stream was me just trying to get back there. And I'm not trying to have that for a third time, because we did the same thing on the first Stadium 2 video. So I'm going to try to see if I can get to that point on my own, and then just suspend it and
Get it here.
come back to it for the stream.
Hey, batter, 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 batter. Hey.
Okay, lead runner, maybe the second runner. We get both. Okay, cool, cool. Randy Johnson, I'll put power on, because if he can get a hold of one, then he can at least, like that. See, if he gets a hold of it, so that's at least a base hit, just right then and right there.
I will try my best.
All I can ask for.
Call that a bet? Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Okay, nice swing to the right side. That might end up getting Randy Johnson. Oh, it's going to be foul. Okay. I was going to say that might end up getting Randy Johnson out, but it'd be addition by subtraction.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Okay, that's where it's going to be addition by subtraction right there. Ichiro is going to be safe, and we could go for a steal.
What's this? Hey, batter, batter, batter. Oh, whiff. So wing. Hey, batter, batter, batter. So wing. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Whiff. So wing. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. When did those guys go live? Mitchell and Philly halftime, whose real name none of us know. I guess Mitch does, but you know what? If they're keeping my facial identity private, then we can keep PhD's name private. I'm okay with that.
Do you really want to pitch to me?
10:30. They go in at 10:30. So it's always fun when we both have our live streams going. You know, I'll make sure to. I can't really listen to them because I'm obviously doing this, but I always drop in to hit the like, hit the chat, get the algorithm going. And in Blaze's stream, because Blaze does a lot of the, I guess that's WWE 2K. I don't follow wrestling that much, so I went in his chat yesterday. Oh, come on, that's a tough pitch. And I just talked about pancakes versus waffles just to get the chat algorithm up. And we can talk about that here, pancakes or waffles. If you have a opinion on it, go in the chat and tell me what you think. Be civil about it, please.
Why don't you just ground out and get it over with?
So wing. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
There we go. Good hit. Good hit. That's gonna score Ichiro. We could definitely get Jeter to third, Ken to second, and we'll take that 2-1 lead.
Fair to be made.
So wing. We want a batter.
All right, Jim Film is up.
Whiff.
Why don't you just ground out and get it
Hey,
over with?
batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a
Good
broken
pitch there.
ladder.
Hey, Gary. Hey, Joey. Give me the pancakes and some whiskey to wash it down.
Hey, batter,
Gary,
we want a
you really like your whiskey.
batter, batter, batter.
Don't get me wrong, I do too. But okay, this will work as a sac fly. Ken's gonna make it. Okay, so 3-1 lead. Yes. Yes, Mitch. Take the broken ladder.
I'm gonna get that ball, man.
I do that on Mitch's streams too. I'll just end up talking, especially as I don't follow the NBA as much as he does. So I'll just end up talking about just random nonsense in the chat. Nothing else, it just keeps the algorithm going, right? And then sometimes other people in the chat get involved.
You call that a swing?
It's fun when on MK Lounge where, because there really is no necessarily agenda on MK Lounge, sports come up and then just end up talking about whatever floats our boat. Tommy seconds the pancakes. Yeah, I used to be more of a waffle guy, but I mean, I'll happily accept waffles. I'm not going to be at a point I'm like, oh, they only have waffles here? Ugh. Because when my pastor and I were on our trip to the Twin Cities, the hotel had complimentary breakfast, had one of those self-serve waffle makers, no pancakes, but I was fine with it, you know. They're of the same family.
Right, you guys get it. Nice hustle. Go, go, go. Pretty good. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, Keith says can't go wrong with either.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Ooh. Hey, batter, hey, batter. Oi.
Oh, oh, oh.
Batter, 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 swing, batter.
They sell rice balls here.
Hey, batter, 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 batter.
Hey, batter, 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 swing, batter. Hit.
Thanks for plugging my funeral home in your last video, by the way. Of course, Gary. Happy to help.
Go!
Big unit.
Nuts Funeral Home. You'd be nuts not to have your funeral there, especially with the 2-for-1 special. Combine your 2 funerals into one. Combine 2 funerals into one. 2 funerals for the price of one.
Sings off the ball.
Efficiency, consolidation, all that good junk. Okay, not worth. All right, even though that would have gotten us safe, it just wasn't worth the risk in such a small field.
Watch this one.
I will.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing.
Why didn't you just ground out and get it over with?
Swing. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing.
Okay, lucky break there. It drops. Frank will be out, but no chance of a double play.
Watch this!
Swing. Whip. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
That kid could run. That's the only reason Vladimir. Yeah, the throw was okay, but the kid was so fast.
Why didn't you just ground out and get it over with?
Swing. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Tommy, I might even do a Saturday morning. Maybe I used to do back in the day. I would do 2 Saturday morning specials. One would be Pokemon, and the other would be Backyard. I mean, I'm in a good mood today. Jeannie and I had a wonderful, sort of weekend. I'm really genuinely happy for her taking this trip. We were saying on the way to the airport, I'm gonna miss her. It's gonna be, a few days. She's gonna be in a different time zone. But my happiness and excitement for her outweighs me missing her, and that's the way I think it should be.
I will try my best.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing.
3-1 score here in the top of the 4th. Now, Gary, should we get you guys back on the brawl? It's been a while since we had the Nose Crew. You think we should get the band back together?
Not a broken ladder.
Oh, my Piazza just beat that. I think we should, Joey. It's been a while. It has. Well,
Short stuff, so watch out.
trying to, I guess, build more of a connection with the viewers. I'm for it. Wow. Okay. I'm for it. Maybe I think we'll the next run that we do, because I don't want to start off with this being just me and then bringing everybody else in. Maybe whatever the next series it is that we do, we can get everybody back in, because it was almost like theater to have everybody in.
Big unit does it again.
Hey, batter, 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 swing, batter. Hit.
Make like a carpenter and nail it.
Well, nailed it, she did. And that's the other thing with this field is that sometimes there's nothing you can do. Then you gotta wait for the ball to rattle around. It's, you know,
Come on, guys.
it is nice to have these different like little challenges and quirks and fields.
They sell rice balls here. Hey, batter, 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 swing, batter.
Yeah, hi Tanya. Can we get my show back together too? Yeah, I actually was watching some of it last night, going down memory lane. Now sit down. It's tough when, and this is why I really my dream now. And I wouldn't have said this before last year. It's amazing how much happens in a year. Is to be able to do this full time, so that I could really, because there's so many series and, you know, the Pokemon VGC, the Pick a Poke short, Spin That Wheel. I finally got another one of those up. Backyard Sports. You know, I'm gonna pre-order MLB The Show. Play that. Tanya Show. There's a lot, and it's a little overwhelming when you still have to devote your time to working a job that's actually paying you. In fact, I still haven't received my first payout from Super Chats and stuff, because the way it works is that you can only withdraw if you have a balance of at least $100. So theoretically, if I never reached $100, I have $99.99 I received in Super Chats and memberships. Theoretically, I would never see that money, right? So
You really want to pitch to me?
that's a lot of money. I guess if you close the account, they would give you the money. I mean, you earned it, but just wait to get the 100. It'll pay off.
So wing. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Batter, bat. Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter. So wing. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Dare to be named.
Let that go. Now, of course, with this field too, another good way to look at it is aim for right field, knowing that you're going to be making those outfielders make a long throw for third base and advance your runners that way. Okay, that's going to get Jim out, but we do get the advance to second.
Watch this.
Why didn't you just ground out and get it over with?
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Swing. Swing. Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Ah! I didn't think swinging would like really help a whole lot.
I'm gonna knock the seams off the ball. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Okay, to the right side, that's good. But it goes right in her hand. So that's not good. But still maintaining a 2-run lead.
Make like a carpenter and nail it.
Hey, batter, swing batter.
Hit it here.
Hey, batter, swing batter. Hey, batter, swing batter.
We
Go,
want a
batter,
batter,
go,
not a
batter.
broken
What
ladder.
I'm trying to super chat, and now my chat is frozen on the screen. I see on my test device that Keith says he is trying to. Right there it is. Now it showed up. I'm trying to super chat, but the app keeps bugging me, bugging out. I mean, I've heard that from time. Well, first of all, thank you, Keith, for the thought. You know, if it doesn't work now, there's always later. I've heard that happen before. I remember Blaze had a stream where he said people were trying to super chat and it just wouldn't, whatever reason, wouldn't let them, whether it's an app issue, hopefully not a card issue or anything.
Hey! Watch out, man! Watch out, man!
Hey, batter, 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 batter.
Hey, batter, hey, batter. Hit.
Trying to get this strike out here.
Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Nice, strike 3. Okay, a sticker, that works too. Keith, thank you.
Hey, batter, swing batter. Go, batter, go, batter. What you gonna do, batter? Woohoo!
Thank you, I really appreciate that. Oh, it bounced off of Chipper and then onto the truck.
Hey!
I feel like, whoa.
Make like a carpenter and nail
Okay, we
it.
like lost our chat there for a minute. There we go, we're back. Keith, thank you. Yeah, it's every little bit helps, and also as Blaze puts it, loyalty is currency. So, you know, I'm not saying, you know, you have to super chat, but it helps, especially in these times where, you know, I'm partner eligible, but not truly monetized in the sense of, you know, sponsors and commercials and stuff.
Now you'll see why they call me the Big Hurt.
Nice catch,
No point of running Frank Thomas there.
Nice job, champ!
You'll get more Basement Buddies too. That's right. That's the name of our members is Basement Buddies. And I know for the people who are not that familiar with this channel, they're gonna be like, oh, this sounds
I'm gonna
creepy.
cream this ball, dude.
Look, I stream from my parents' basement. I say it all the time. So trying to see if we can get some insurance here. It's a 3-1 game.
Nice job, champ!
Well, Tommy, I know I just said I was flirting with the idea of doing the Pokemon Stadium 2 as well today, but that would negate the whole thing I just said about trying to get back to that point in the Poke Cup off stream, and then because yes, I know you guys enjoy the streams no matter what, but it would just be repeating the other two streams. We know how to get to the final, to the final round of that cup, but then we struggled with winning it because it was just tough. This could be a triple for the pitcher Randy Johnson. It is a triple, and it's a 2-run triple. Look at that. That's what this you know, this
I will try my best.
Terrain does. All right, so they're bringing in Angela, who I would think is the better pitcher of her and whoever that NPC was, but there we go. Now we're really getting some insurance here. Ichiro should be able to take second. Yes, he does. Again, Pete Wheeler Jr. there.
Nice job, champ. I hit pretty good for a shortstop, so watch out.
Hey, batter, we want a batter, not a broken ladder. Swing. Hey, batter, we want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, whiff. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter.
Come on. Okay.
Swing. Whiff.
You do a nice job, Joey. Thank you, Keith. And that's good too. And like, you know, feedback is also currency. You do a good balance of gameplay and silliness. Thank you. That's what I'm going for, you know. And again, I've said this many times for those watching who may not be familiar with me. One of the reasons I don't appear on camera is because I want it to be more about the content than about me. And eventually I know I'm probably going to end up being on camera, you know, to, you know, kind of owe it to you, you know, because I know, you know, people want to see the people that they subscribe to and follow. But that's just why I do it, because I want it to be about the content. I don't like making it all about me. And also, I know I've said this on a stream before, the expression that radio is the theater of mind. Well, this isn't radio per se, but I know that many of you may listen to this while you're doing something else, and that's where having a nice soothing voice really helps out. But you guys can tell when I get really excited because then my voice goes up a couple octaves. Come on, Kenneth.
Prepare to be amazed.
Caught, and they get the double play, and that stings because, again, we don't use power-ups. They definitely do. And in a field like this, where the ball takes crazy hops and stuff like that, this game is not over. Interesting they'd start off with the bunt, because I find what the AI does is it doesn't use a power-up until they're base runners, which makes sense. You can't score without base runners. Well, I guess technically you can. A solo home run, you're not really a base runner. We're moving pretty fast in this stream today, so even though I know I said my goal in Super Chat, and it's weird that the sticker, I think, doesn't count towards the goal. I mean, I'm going to count it, you know, it's the same thing. I don't see how that's any different than a Super Chat. I guess there was something about chats not working, but stickers did. No matter what, it is greatly appreciated. I'm gonna have to get a Patreon, really get the Patreon going too. Really divest. I got a lot going on, guys. I am trying to, establish a real solid, consistent career. What I do for, I do work for my church, which is a nonprofit, and then also, I do gig work and things like that. But trying to get the consistent bread on the table, food on the table. Bombers win 6-1. Didn't even mention that we called in the Bombers. I wanted to be the All-Stars, but I forgot that they removed the All-Stars option in 03 or 01, excuse me. So that puts us at a 4-1 record. Let's do a quick stretch. We lost that first game, but haven't looked back since then. That's interesting. So you see that little caption in the Bomb schedule. Who are you going to beat next week? So I never thought about that. I guess they play one game per week. That's crazy. If that's really the case. I mean, in 97, you saw more of a true calendar with days of the week, or seemingly so. Okay, so we're going to the Paveway, which is just a clone of Cement Gardens. Again, oh, look at Randy Johnson. He is going today with these boosts. I might even consider putting Frank Thomas out to pitch just so that Randy can utilize all that. That's really interesting. Why not? Right? Why not? Okay, so I'm gonna put Randy Johnson, can't believe I'm doing this, in the 5 spot. Chipper, Vlad, and let Frank Thomas pitch. Do a little something different. Okay? Another game coming up here, but let's pause for station ID. You guys are watching the best, the Saturday morning special, and Sometimes Joey Plays.
Well, hey, kids, you're watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.
We're at the Paveway, but we're at my parents' basement from the United States. And playing with the Bombers. All players who are now in real life in the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Fun little theme for the team. I know February, I almost didn't do one today, a Saturday morning special. Me and Jeannie were talking about it. She said, "Oh, you still probably want to do one." And if you're just joining in, I took her to the airport this morning for her little getaway to see her friend who lived in the area and is now in a different area. Sweet gal, both of them. And I thought, I'm going to be tired because it was an early flight. We woke up at 4 to get ready to go take her. And, I think got her to the airport at about 5:30, 5:45 maybe. And by the time I got home, it's daylight. And I'm thinking to myself, I could just stay up. I'm already awake. But at the time, I'm thinking, there's no way I can do a Saturday morning special. I'm going to be exhausted. But then I thought, the Saturday morning special is the creme de la creme of the day of the week streams here on SJP. So, and February we didn't have any, and that felt so dirty. So, yeah, we're here doing a Saturday. We're not butt juice.
Should I hit this over the right field fence or the left one?
Well, there is no right field fence here, Kenneth, so there actually is no fences, period.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Ah, can of corn. And all that, I could have sent the runner, but hey, we'll take what we got. Give a butt juice for Luann. I mean, she had plenty of time to react to that and field it. And I think it's definitely worth sending to steal. Because either it's going to be a bad throw from Luann or no throw at all. It's going to be a throw to third. You know what? Derek, you got it. Ah, and she's crying. Give her another butt juice alert. Give her two more butt juice alerts. One for missing the play and then one for crying. So let's get those BJAs going. And another one. Very good.
Ooh, yeah. Check out that kid, man.
So now we got a runner in scoring position. Already a 2-0 lead. Nobody's out yet.
Ooh, yeah.
So
Ooh, yeah.
ah, good swing
Get
though.
him next time.
So you say. Okay, Randy Johnson, our first baseman, got some crazy boosts today in the hitting and running department. And one of the advantages, I guess, of any kid, any character that has a max skill in something like Randy does with pitching, is when he's going to get boosted, it's going to go to something cool like batting to running. You know, because his pitching's already full. And then, I mean, there's fielding too. But usually the fielding is pretty good for kids like that. Man, jeez! Jeez Louise, lemon squeeze! How about you suck on these knees? What? Randall Johnson with a mammoth, woolly mammoth shot. It doesn't even have the distance number. Jeez, no power up. Man! Wow!
I'm gonna hit that ball, man.
A 4-0 lead, only one out.
Ooh, yeah.
He killed it indeed. Yep, rest in peace to the ball. My word. And it's interesting too because when the batting stat is boosted, because it is the batting stat is a little misleading in the game, especially because in '97 the kids who had the high batting, and remember that was when it was out of 4 points on the cards. Usually it meant power. You think about it like Mikey Thomas, Pablo, Ahmed, Keisha, Jocinda. Then when they moved to 01 and it went from 4 points to 10, you know, you could have a high rating. That's considered a home run. Pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure that landed in the field of play in front of the fielder and bounced for a home run. A 345-foot shot, allegedly. So that's what happens on the paveway. I don't know if cement gardens is the same thing, but yep, a ground rule home run.
I'm gonna cream this ball, dude.
And Carlos Delgado is going to come on. Now, again, this is interesting. Carlos Delgado not being the Dodgers representative in this game. In fact, never even played on the Dodgers. He plays for the Blue Jays at the time of this game. So I'm thinking Sean Green is still the LA representative, but he's not on this team. Usually the teams represent, and we don't have Sean Green either.
Check out that kid, man.
Who knows? Swing he did.
Holy moly.
And we got the power going today, man. That's
You can do it. Come on.
That was weird, the ground rule home run. So we got two very odd. What's the timestamp here? We're at 126, so go back a little bit there.
Now you'll see why they
We
call
got
me
short
the
coming from
Big
those
Hurt.
two, because that's
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. So wing. Hey, batter, batter, batter. So wing. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Frank's gonna be out. So okay, a 5-run top half of the inning, my word. And we are gonna put Frank Thomas out on the mound because even though Randy Johnson, I mean, really we've pitched very well with Randy Johnson. There was one game where 4 runs were given up, but I mean, that's really a fluke. Interesting how, so Frank Thomas, Randy Johnson, I think everyone on this team with the exception of Ichiro and Jim Tomei are all players that appeared in 01. And obviously they just cut and paste the data.
Balls here.
But all the 03 players, you notice, have a very odd difference in their... And Randy! I know you don't normally play first, but my God, there was no reason to do that. The players, the pro players that were added as of 03 have a weird, different texture and animation to them. And you can see that when Carlos Delgado pitches.
Rice balls here.
You can see that when Ichiro comes to the plate. And they even have... Nice. Their hats are weird looking. There's like a big dark shadow on their hats, the 03 players. So again, you can see how Carlos Delgado, first of all, he looks like a tower. And just how his texture is different, everything is different. And what's different is we are creaming this game right now, a 5-0 score here on the 3rd game of the Saturday morning special, and this might be an inside the park home run. Nope, nope, nope. It bounced just high enough. Don't know why the other one was considered a home run and that one was not. They were both really ground rule doubles at the end of the day.
Not a broken ladder. So wing. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
I was going to say, had that not bounced over, that was going to be an inside the park home run. But here we go, an infield single turns into an RBI. Now see, like, yeah, even like Carlos's like hat there is darker than the others. And I noticed the same thing with Jimmy Rollins, with Jim Tomei, with
Can I
Ichiro.
hit this over the right field fence or the left one?
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. So wing. We want a batter, not
Oh,
a
that was
broken
a nice
ladder.
piece of hitting, man. That was a beauty. The contact, the sound, the placement. And we got runners at 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out.
This one's going out.
We want
Put it on line drive. I mean, if Tomei just hits it on the wall, that's 2 runs. Don't need a out of the park home run, but we do need contact. That is also important.
So wing.
He's untied.
So wing.
That drops. All right, so that's going to be absolutely 2 runs. Can Jim make it to safe? Make it safe to 2nd. Yes, he will. And 2 runs come in. There you go, Jim Tomei. Really struggling offensively in the early going. Carlos Delgado just fell and hit his head on the pavement. Somebody please send a medic out there. And here comes Randy Johnson again. On with a home run. I am not used to seeing that, especially with no power-up being used. Because whenever I got the aluminum power, I would usually give it to a player that never would even come close to hitting a home run otherwise. But no, due to just a random boost in this game, I don't know if he has a crush on like an NPC on the opposing team or something, but his running is max 2. Now Jim will be safe. Okay, good. Thanks to that poor throw.
Watch it.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. So wing.
Genie's flight. What's really cool is in iMessage, if you put a flight number in there, you can pull up within the iMessage thread and see the status of the flight. I think that's really cool.
I'm gonna knock the seams off the ball.
So she's gonna have a early ETA. That's nice.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
And then my family and I will be flying in less than, I guess, 10 days, really. A week from Monday.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Whip.
Oh. Okay, just a little off.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. So wing. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Not a broken ladder.
This one, this one in real life would need the mercy rule, and I can't remember in Little League when the mercy rule came in. I want to say it was
Hey, batter,
the
batter,
4th or 5th inning, maybe.
Hey, batter,
I
batter,
think Little League was 6 or 7 innings,
we want a batter.
and I umpired back in the day. And of course,
So wing.
you think to yourself, "Ah, the game has been shortened." Not really, because when kids are putting up that many runs, the game is still going on for a while. But certainly, it's better when they don't have to keep playing. You know, 10-run deficit is pretty big to overcome at any level, much less Little League.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. So wing.
Check out that kid, man.
So wing.
I knew that was a bad pitch. Do.
What's this one?
So wing. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Daddy says you got
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter.
Where's my beverage? There we go.
So wing.
Check out that kid, man.
Hey, batter, batter,
Ah, a little
batter.
beverage interlude there.
Batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. So wing.
Ah, it's considered an infield fly. Damn, tough break. Yeah, I got Mr. Beverage in the chat there, Tommy.
I
Thank
will
you.
try my best.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Whip. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. So wing.
Right to him, right on the bag. So another successful inning, 4 runs, and we're only in the bottom of the second.
Oh, oh, oh. We want a batter.
This is the only thing about when you pick a stacked team in 01, 03, 05, you name it.
We want a batter.
The games are not always going to be the most competitive. Now, game 1 we lost, I think partially because I hadn't played in a while and just kind of recalibrate myself. I was really away from the channel bad in February. February was very busy. Oh, sorry. Tried to stream when I
Down
could.
it.
But I got kind of cold, you know. It's like with I don't know, if you're a golfer or a bowler and you haven't done either in a long time, you come back and you're rusty. It's kind of the same thing. You know, we had birthdays, we had other things. Yeah, I still had the adventures video. That was the beginning of February, and I'm glad I did that. Camden Aquarium visit because that got me back into playing Animal Crossing. which, yeah, I didn't realize how much I missed it. Again, I can't see myself doing much gameplay of Animal Crossing on here. I still, like I said, I like having at least one game where I can just play it. I tried doing it on the channel with the Absurdity Fantasy Football League, but I remember doing a stream where it was just us watching the scoreboard, and people were like, "Oh, when are you gonna start playing a game?" I'm like, no, this is the game. And of course, the vibe just doesn't go well together. Animal Crossing and football.
So watch out.
All right, we're back on offense. Top of the third, 9-0, and I'm really wondering how this is gonna go. I feel like 20 runs are gonna happen, and you know what? We don't really run up the score like that. Let's see if we can do it.
Do you really want to pitch to me?
Sure.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken
Check out
ladder.
that kid, man.
We want a batter. We want a batter.
You know, they say this is bad sportsmanship right here. We're gonna steal this base.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
But in a game that has no clock, you know, you keep playing.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
It's like when people get mad when a position player comes into pitch in a blowout and, you know, players are pimping home runs or whatever. You know, you're waving a white flag, and baseball is that's why baseball is the only one out of the big four whose all-star game you still have legitimate competition, because it's tough for these players to not compete. You know, a pitcher is not going to go out there and throw batting practice. And these all-star games are memorable, you know. The NBA was like that at one point too, believe it or not.
That kid, man.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Daddy says you guys no good.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. So wing.
Swing.
Check out
Get new
that
material.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Oh. If you're new to the series or new to the channel, this team only has one loss thus far.
We want
It
a
was the
batter,
opener.
not a broken ladder.
Check out that kid, man.
And since then, nothing much.
So wing.
You go pop in on
Batter, batter, batter.
Mitchell and
Check out that kid, man.
PHT.
Oh.
Yeah.
So wing. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Batter, batter, batter.
Ah,
I'll get him next time.
sure you will.
Go easy on me. I'm a pitcher. So wing.
His shoes are
Go easy on me on a pitcher, says the pitcher with a home run and another base hit to his name today.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey,
I
batter.
think he's doing just fine.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Oh,
Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
oh.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. So wing.
Hey, J-Mon is here. What's up with this poll? Yeah, I haven't even talked about the poll. Yeah, yeah, interesting poll indeed. I said, all right, so we actually don't score in that inning. How about that? I said, in my hand I have, my left hand I have, what, $10, and in my right hand I have my left hand. And I guess what I thought people were going to answer with is that, you know, If you answered my right hand, then you'd be getting my left hand with the $10. And
Get your red hot.
yeah, it is kind of a weird poll.
We want a batter.
But that's what we do
not a
here.
broken ladder.
Yeah, batter, batter, batter. Oh, oh, oh.
Jamon, you're missing a total dominance this morning of our bombers.
Hey, batter.
I mean,
hey,
total
batter.
dominance.
Boo.
You thought I was good at the plate? Wait till you see me pitch.
Well,
Get your red
yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. Ooh, big chopper. Big chopper on this terrain.
Run! Get him! All right, man.
And this kid thinks he's gonna make it safe to second. He does not. Butt juice alert, please. Down by 9 runs. That kid went for second for no good reason at all, other than he's stupid. Other than that he's just stupid.
Hey, batter. Hey, batter.
Get your red hot.
Hey, batter.
Make like a carpenter and nail it.
Okay, good thing we had that shift on. Vitamin.
Nice job.
Hey, run!
Rock
Go
on.
get him.
Will you look at that one for Mr. Snappy?
Who is Mr. Snappy? Hold on, I gotta look this up because he's said that a couple times. Is it a dog? Is it a stuffed animal? Randy Johnson, Mr. Snappy. Oh, that's one of his that's what he calls one of his off-speed pitches. Okay.
Hey, batter.
Hey,
Interesting.
batter, batter, batter. Swing,
Hey,
batter.
man.
Make like a carpenter and nail it.
Boo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do they sell rice balls here? Hey, batter. Hey, batter.
They sell crepes here. Yeah, J-Ma, I see you have a crepe on the thumbnail.
Around here. Easy.
I do. Just because I was talking about crepes so much in the last stream. Had my breakfast already a few hours ago, Jamon. I took Jeannie to the airport this morning, so I was up pretty early.
Swing! We
Her
want a
flight
batter,
is
not a broken
going
ladder.
smooth.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Daddy says you guys know
Swing.
good.
Swing! We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Batter, batter, batter.
Is she moving away? Did you scare her away?
Sometimes.
No, she's going on a trip to visit
Swing!
her friend,
Hey, batter,
her
batter, batter.
lifelong friend from school, who got moved out to this destination
Hey, batter,
Um,
batter.
Daddy
for work.
says you guys know good.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Whip.
Way to go.
Way to go indeed.
When do we eat?
I'm gonna knock the seams off the ball. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
No, it's a long flight.
Not a broken ladder. Hey, batter,
She
batter,
is
batter.
going backwards in terms of time zone. And interesting tonight, yeah, guys, tonight overnight is the daylight savings switch. So if you, in the event, have any type of clock that is not connected to Wi-Fi or cellular, be sure to set your clock 1 hour forward. I can't even think. Do any of you guys have a clock that you have to adjust at this point?
Hey, batter, batter, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Oh, jeez. Damn, that like hit off Carlos Delgado's face.
Go, team, go.
I'm gonna cream this ball, dude.
Swing! Hey, batter, batter, batter! Swing!
Just things like appliances. Yeah, your stove and stuff.
Hey,
Microwaves.
Swing! Swing! Swing!
That's still the chin. Yeah, the car clock is usually that's usually for most people. That's all it really is now. Is car clock.
Hey, batter, batter, batter! Swing!
Check out that kid, man.
Whip! Whip!
Hey. Whoa.
Hey, batter, batter, batter! Swing! Hey, batter, batter, batter! We want a batter, not a broken ladder!
Tommy says same with the car.
Way to go.
Good opposite field hit.
That's not fair.
Why not Mike with Luann's arm? Oh! Oh, out of play! Give me a butt juice alert for that.
What's this
We
one?
want a batter, not a broken ladder!
Daddy says you guys know.
Hey, batter, batter, batter!
Now, what's gotta be really confusing is if now, by the time Jeannie lands, it's going to be, I think,
Swing!
local time for her, 1 o'clock or something like that.
Not a broken
But
ladder!
imagine flying and then
Batter, not a broken ladder!
you have the clock change in the air. How can and you're flying across multiple time zones? That's gotta be weird. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Mike scores.
Hey.
Frank Thomas is at second. Very nice.
You did it. I will now hit the ball.
Hey, batter, batter,
They're gonna bring Carlos Delgado back in because this girl's just butt juice.
batter, batter, batter!
Oh.
Swing!
Daddy says you guys know good.
Hey, batter, batter, batter! Hey, batter, batter, batter! Whip!
And they brought him in for 1 pitch. Please don't do this to me. Like, please don't do this. Just bring in another kid.
Swing!
You all stink anyway. Like, what does it matter?
You did it. What's this?
Swing! Hey, batter, batter, batter!
His shoes untied.
Chad
Swing!
Koppel. Okay, yeah. Bring in Ted Koppel's
Hey, batter, batter,
long lost love child to pitch. And stop using power-up pitches when you're down by 12 runs.
Let's see some baseball out there. You guys know
My goodness. And again.
Swing!
Jeez.
Ooh, yeah.
Swing!
His shoes untied.
Well, it gets it a strikeout, I guess. All that for a strikeout doesn't cut the deficit any bit. Yeah, the AI is bugging. Like what kind of decision making is that? Tomorrow is daylight savings time. Hey, show.
Should I hit this over
Or
the right
if you want me to
or
call you
left
show or
or
call
the
you
left?
something else.
Hey, batter,
Welcome to the Saturday morning special. Yep, daylight savings tomorrow. Show, if you don't mind me asking, where are you from? I know Shohei Ohtani, the real one, is from Japan, but where do you join us from? Because I think everyone watching right now is Eastern time zone. And they always say 2 a.m. is when it usually takes effect. And then there's parts of the world that don't observe. It's a weird man-made thing. And every time it comes up, there's the talk about canceling daylight saving. I don't know. I just don't want it to be dark. Shohei, I'm a Japanese American. I live in California. Okay. So good morning to you. Good early morning to you.
Check out that kid, man.
For instance, Arizona. Please correct me if I'm misinformed on this. I thought Arizona doesn't change their clocks, but they'll end up alternating between Mountain Time and Pacific Time.
Big Canner's luck.
Shohei, I am looking to pre-order MLB The Show. I'll get it. I still like getting the discs and the physical games for whatever gaming system I use. It's just, I know digital is more convenient, but you know, I just like doing it.
Come on, you guys.
So that should be a ground rule double. It is a ground rule double, so only the one run scores.
Go easy on him. I'm a pitcher.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Man. Hey, batter, batter,
I mean,
batter.
Shohei, where's Decoy?
Beano.
Well, hey, Shohei, we basically have a Shohei going here right now. If you see Randy Johnson, he's out of his mind right now. He's already hit a home run and a mammoth home run at that. I'm gonna have to make a short from it. And his running is top tier, so I actually put him in the infield since Frank Thomas can pitch too. And this is also one of the downsides when you're up like 13-0, is the pitchers on the opposing team are getting tired. They throw the power-up pitches for absolutely no reason. I can't remember if the computer players end up getting the juice or not, but that was like 4 pitching changes in that inning, including a couple times where they threw one pitch and then going away. Anybody want to look, if you can look up for me if that Arizona thing is correct.
Let's do this like Rudy. Watch out.
Come on.
Yeah. We want a batter, not a broken
Hey,
ladder.
batter.
The Dodgers are your favorite team. I've been to a couple Dodgers games in LA. I've seen the Dodgers play in Philly as well.
Get your red hot.
Hey, batter. Hey, man.
Nice. Okay. Moving on, 13-0 lead. And we got a good chat going, so I think we will play a 4th game. It's still the AM time, and a couple of those games moved quickly. I'm feeling a little, well, we'll see. Because I also think to myself, too, you know, I'm going to be away for a full solid week. Not this upcoming week, but the following, the week of St. Patrick's Day. And I probably should get some work going, get some money up.
Daddy says you guys
So
love
wing. Man. I'm gonna knock the seams off the ball.
His shoes untied.
What I really do like about the Dodgers is that Dodger blue is a very crisp blue.
No way.
Watch this.
Daddy says you guys know good.
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Whip.
Yeah, show good point. They're gray. Their road uniforms are. I actually like a lot of, pretty much every MLB team. Their road uniform is gray, and I love the Phillies road. I love the Dodgers road. I love a lot of those road jerseys. In fact, the one Phillies jersey I have is a road Jimmy Rollins jersey, former Dodger as well. along with Chase Utley, Shane Victorino, Carlos Ruiz, Jim Thome too. Jim Thome briefly played on the Dodgers.
Now you'll see why they call me the Big Hurt.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Keep saying, yeah, classic MLB uniforms are the best. Well, I think they said this year that the All-Star game is going to go back to wearing the players wear the uniform from their
I will
team,
try
which
my
a lot of fans, including myself, I really didn't like that they made uniforms for the whole team, except for like during the home run derby, because what's good about the players wearing their team, first of all, you're trying to represent each city, each team, and yes, they have a rule that there has to be at least one representative, which I do think is a good rule. It's good for the game. I know some people might say, well, that player may have just been in on a technicality. But if you don't really know a player, if they're up and coming, it is nice to see their team's uniform to kind of associate the player with the team. You have an Ohtani and Mookie Betts jerseys, two solid choices. I'm not trying to advocate sports betting on here, but Shohei won. Ironic. I was at a Phillies-Dodgers game in Philly, and I had this big parlay, which included Mookie Betts having like some RBIs and some hits. The Phillies ended up winning. I had the Phillies money line. It was the game where Kyle Schwarber hit a walk-off home run, and it was a nice, pretty payout. I'll put it that way. But again, I'm not trying to advocate for that kind of behavior.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Pretty good.
Go! Let's show 'em what we can do.
Wow, that was awesome.
Come on, dude.
Ow! Push the mouse far away.
Hey, batter, swing, batter.
Sometimes Joey has a gambling problem and won't admit it.
Man,
There was a time, J-Mon, I really did. No, I did. It was money that I shouldn't have spent. And I would spend all this time and energy looking up these stats and doing this, that, and the third. And it took a lot of mental energy, and it would be exhausting. And, of course, the losses tend to outnumber the wins. But when you get the win, especially on parlays, which are all or nothing bets, you feel like the smartest person in the world. You're like, yeah, I put that all together. So even, like I said, that with that one game that I was just referencing, so I ended up buying a smartwatch out of the payout. It was a big payout. You know, I felt like the smartest guy in the room. And then there was one time, one of my buddies put together a touchdown score parlay for 1 week in the NFL, but I ended up picking two different final choices. The final choice was Jalen Hurts to score a touchdown, and it was a Monday night game. That's a home run. There we go. And so we're up by 2 touchdowns now. And yeah, so it's tough because you're I'm dropping on a Smith Schumer.
you really want to pitch to me?
They have to. I mean, I guess they could intentionally walk, but why? Smith has so many viewers already. I'm grateful for you guys. I mean, that's to the point where like 29 people are going to be ready for it to go. But time will, to the day of reckoning will come. The record will be straight. next time. Will Smith, the catcher, versus Will Smith.
Let's see some
Wait, do they have both Will Smiths? I know there's like a Will Smith pitcher. I know that's happened once or twice before. Ah. Did the day of reckoning ever come for Papa John? There was an interview he gave a few months after that where he's like, oh, I had recordings and stuff like that. But I mean, just the fact that he's, you know, he's not with the company anymore. I'm sure he's still, I think he still has like stock with them. He still, you know, earns money from them, but I don't know. I just, it's one of my favorite expressions ever. Oh yeah, Will Smith, yeah, that's right. That is an actor.
Come on, you guys.
We're in the top of the sixth.
What's it?
We're in the top of the sixth. The day of reckoning will come. I say that with Jeannie all the time too when we talk about somebody like facing payback or retribution. You know, the day of reckoning will come.
Swing! Swing! Ooh, yeah! Hey, batter, batter, batter!
Nope. Chipper, you can stay there. Randy can go. $15-0. Like 2025 or MLB years, Rockies and Saki. Shohei, are you gonna get the show? Like I said, I'm looking forward to getting. I usually get games like that. Any game, a sports game that releases an annual release, I usually buy it every other year. You know, there's. And I do feel, you know, swindled at times because these games really do end up having. They're really just cut and paste, copy and paste, and then there might be that one new feature in it. But it is nice to have the newest one. And that too, but show you the only thing I don't like about it is it's only 8. I think it's only like 8 teams from college. I know you can't. I know you can't put every single college in there, but it'd be nice. You know, if Penn State could have been in there. I'll probably pick USC. I like USC. And I'm gonna put a poll out and see if people want me to play. Do they want me to do franchise? Do they want me to do Road to the Show? I think Road to the Show is fun to follow because you can kind of rally behind the character. I don't know if we'll make it a Joey. I don't know if we'll make it just some sort of guy.
You can do it.
What's this one?
Ooh, yeah.
Swing!
Trey Ashe in Road to the Show. That would be interesting, especially because Trey Ashe is I guess that would make more sense for football, but at the same time, the reason we don't have Trey Ashe in baseball is because the sprites in backyard baseball are not the same as the sprites in backyard football, and you need that hairpiece to truly make a Trey Ashe. Shohei is pitching in May. I'm looking forward to that because I got concerned that he wouldn't pitch anymore because he truly doesn't have to. I mean, he really doesn't have to. But it is so cool to see that. It'd be nice to see if more two-way play, especially now that both AL and NL have DHs. It's crazy though how Tommy John surgery severely impacts. You know, the pitchers need significant time to recover, but it doesn't affect position play or offense as much. Now Luann Louise is going to come in. It's 18-0, and it's just so it'll be cool to see him pitch again.
My best.
Okay, we're finally going to the Bottom half of the 6. And there's Andres Ibsen, who is the default replacement for, I think if you pick Dan Marino in Backyard Football and the Miami Marlins, they do. Oh yeah, are you talking about Backyard Baseball should add it? It's because Little League doesn't, I don't know unless they've made changes if Little League still will have the pitcher bat. I think at this point, if MLB has the DH universal, it may as well just be across the board. But yet again, a lot of kids in high school show off their batting and pitching ability to leave their options open if they want to be an offensive position player or a pitcher exclusively. I do kind of miss having the pitcher's bat, being an NL fan, but after a couple seasons, it was pretty easy to get used to the NL pitchers, the DH batting. Guys, I know we didn't hit the super chat goal, but I'm feeling zesty for another game. Chat has been pretty good with you guys, and we're gonna do another one. What's the fastest pitch speed you ever saw? Well, Aroldis Chapman could fire it. You should look up. There's when Aroldis Chapman was, I think, with the. I don't know if he was with the Rangers, but there's a game where in Texas, in Arlington, where someone, behind had a front row seat, and the curve was so nasty and so fast. I think he has the highest recorded pitch speed. Aroldis Chapman, like 103 or something. It's tough, man. And throw that much heat. Okay. So we're going to give you we're going to give you some bonus coverage here on the Saturday morning special. But actually, we should pause for Station ID. The Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.
Well, hey kids, you're watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.
From my parents' basement in the United States, my name is Joey. Sometimes I play games, and sometimes I give you a little extra bonus coverage. Normally we've been doing 3 games. These ones did go by pretty quickly, and as much as I like to incentivize the super chats, I haven't, I've been gone all February. Got a good number of you guys in here chatting it up, which makes the stream better for everybody. It makes it better for me. It makes it better for you all. I don't have to necessarily talk as much if you guys are chatting. I guess what I mean is like thinking of what am I going to talk about? How am I going to pass the time? So the Braves are not going to have Chipper Jones on their team. So I don't know if, who they replace it with. We will see. Oh, sorry. I would just say put another pro player on there. If you already have Carlos Delgado on the Dodgers in the game, which he never played for the Dodgers, just put someone else on the Braves.
Come on, Tony, I get it.
Okay. Where's Troy Gloss?
Yes.
Is Troy Gloss in the Hall of Fame? Every player that's on this team is in the Hall of Fame in real life now. I know Troy Gloss is in the game for the Angels.
I will try my best.
Yeah, he's not in the Hall of Fame. There are some other players I could have picked. Jeff Bagwell is in the Hall of Fame. All right, so Dante's out there. I believe Todd Helton in this game? I think he is. Well, there are a few more options. It just, I had Ichiro just made it. Jim Tomei being a Philly, he's in this, so I'm gonna put him in here. Derek Jeter, an obvious choice. Chipper Jones, an obvious choice. Mike Piazza, because I also wanted to get, the correct position players. I didn't want to put an outfielder at first base, Derek Jeter is at second, but that's also because like there really weren't ever second basemen, true second basemen in the backyard baseball games. So you just kind of, you know, a lot of infielder, a lot of shortstops can play second, a lot of third basemen can play short. So, you know, Jim Thome did play third base in his career. That's why I have him out there. Derek's slow today. Okay, so they have Dante, but no pro player.
You really want to pitch to me?
We got no choice. Whoa, well, hit puberty right there. Did I see the new A's Stadium in Las Vegas? I did not see anything recently. I just know that this year and next year, what they play in Sacramento at the AAA Stadium, and they're only known as the A's. It's a shame. It is a shame how, you know, they're leaving Oakland, you know, along with the Raiders. Something about, you know, the name, the Oakland Raiders, the Oakland A's, but, you know, you have an awful stadium in the Coliseum and ownership that really doesn't care. Of course the attendance is low. The stadium is terrible. Are there any other sports I like? Yeah, I pretty much like all 4 of the major American sports and soccer. And then there's team handball. If you're not familiar with that, look that up. Team handball, which is basically a cross between, I would say, soccer and basketball, in the sense that you're playing it, there's goals, just like in soccer or field hockey, etc. You're dribbling a ball. It's usually played on like a basketball court because it's a similar surface, and you have things like the 3-point arc that you can use. Just look up some footage on it. If that sport were in the NCAA, I know for a fact I would be a D1 full scholarship goaltender in that sport. I know it for a fact.
Run!
Let's go! Let's show what we can do!
Run!
Thank you, Draymond.
Hey,
I'm just waiting for, because we've played backyard football here, we've played backyard soccer. I'm waiting for them to just re-release basketball and hockey on Steam before playing it. I don't think there's any point of me looking for it and then playing it. And then we were playing skateboarding. I guess it's a sport. I guess it's more of an activity. I know there's competitions, but I gotta finish that too because we almost beat the game. Maybe tomorrow. We will see.
Hey, batter, swing, batter!
We want a batter,
Yep.
not a broken
Yeah, and I love it. I'm a very defense-minded person when it comes to sports. I think it's really like if I did play baseball, I would be a pitcher. I like the idea of a pitcher just going out and dominating, giving up 2 runs at most, striking out players. If I played hockey or anything like that, hockey, soccer, anything that involves a goal net. I played intramural soccer in college. You know, that was the first time I really played any organized soccer, and I played goalkeeper. Yeah, 7 years at goalkeeper, nice. I did have one shutout. And it's cool. It's just really like something about you block the goal, you block the shot, and you hear that from the players and the teammates, etc.
You want to see some power? Watch this.
Goalie battle with Joe and Show. Well, how would that work? I guess it would just be us blocking penalty kicks and stuff like that. I mean, we can't really compete against each other. I remember one time, my church and I collectively with my church. The Philadelphia Phantoms were the AHL affiliate of the Flyers, and they played in Philly. Now they're in like Lehigh Valley, and I don't know if they're associated with the Flyers still. They might be. And they would. This is when the Spectrum was still in Philly before it was demolished. And there was some crazy game where like everybody got in a fight. There were ejections out the wazoo. And there was one point where the goalkeepers, who are usually never involved with fights, actually came out to center ice to fight each other almost as if it was a formality. I guess because everybody was fighting and they felt like to support their teams they had to get in a fight as well. It was really bizarre to see because they both came from their opposite goals to center ice and kind of just understood, all right, we have to fight now. It's nothing personal, just we have to do this for the team. There were so many ejections in that game, man. I don't know how they finished it.
Swing! Swing! With. Who's got candy? With. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
It's awesome. I've never saw goalies fight. Yeah, and this was when, you know, minor league hockey's not really televised that much, and before everyone had smartphones to like, record these things. So I mean, I'd be shocked if you found that footage. I'm sure you could find goalies fighting. I feel like that would happen more in international play, in like Russia leagues and stuff. I don't know.
I'm gonna cream this ball, dude.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter. Swing!
That's very high. All right, Frank, you gotta hurry up now, buddy. Okay. You have a great drop kick. Nice. That was always fun too. If you were up by a lot, and as the goalie, you would just punt that sucker,
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
because you know that other team gets frustrated. The ball's coming all the way back to them. Okay, let's see. They could get a force out. They do.
I will now hit the ball.
We want a batter, not a
I
broken
play lots of FIFA and MLB. Yeah, I've never played FIFA. I really should. But MLB, I don't get tired of MLB.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
The only thing is, you know, you can't really... You can play a full season in the show, but a lot of that's going to be simulated. So, you know, a 100... I think with Road to the Show, you have no choice, but usually... If you're a pitcher, if you're a starting pitcher, you're going to play every other couple games. But when you play closing pitcher on Road to the Show, what can get a little annoying is you're probably not, you know, you may pitch multiple games in a series, but then when you don't, you sit through all of that loading screen time just to pitch in one game and then come back to the menu or the out of the game, you know. And then there's Diamond Dynasty 2, which I like. I really got into it the first time with the most recent, and maybe I'll do that too. I gotta put a poll up. We still have a little bit of time before it gets released, so I can put a poll up and see what the people think. 3-0 in this fourth game of the morning. You're getting bonus coverage here on Sometimes Joey Plays, the Saturday morning special. Typically, I'm only playing 2 of these games. Derek's going to get thrown out. That's a shame. His Speed is down, so Ichiro could have scored if Derek made it safely. I ate Dino Cups like dirt worms at my cousin. Ooh, those are good. Those are good. The gummy worms? Ooh. Okay, I kind of think Chipper Jones had a chance at that. Let's see if we get this out, though. Nope, just not enough mustard on it from Derek. Do. Wow, indeed. That, like, I feel like should not have gone that far, but because of the runner slowing down, we are able to get the force out at second.
Let's do this like Rudy.
Lead runner is out. They were not going to get, I wasn't sure if they're going to catch that or whatever, but the follow-up runner running very fast there. Do. Excuse me. What the heck happened there? Randy threw it behind the runners. And now they're going to be second and third. That was probably on me. I probably clicked something weird, but let's put the buttons up so that for everybody involved there.
Hey, batter, swing, batter. Whoa, batter, go, batter. What you gonna do, batter?
Hey, batter.
Hey, man.
Batter, swing, batter.
We want a batter, not a broken batter.
All right. Clutch strikeout keeps the shutout going and the 3-run lead. Well, Jim Thome now finally getting his hits, now hitting over 300, so maybe it was just me not swinging with him correctly. And of course, as I say that, a very weak grounder and just barely beats the throw, so there's another hit for him.
Hey, batter.
We want a batter,
Hey,
not a
batter.
Hey, batter.
Bunt. Swing. Whiff.
Okay, Jim, can you make it to snap? It was too shallow in center, and while Jim has some speed, it's not top speed by any means. Not like Shohei Ohtani.
The ball. We want a batter, not a broken
Mine had a lot of Oreos in it. I'm not going to read that name because they don't pay me, but I agree with you. That is like one of my favorite cookies.
Swing. Hey, batter. Whiff. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Swing.
Hey, May. Someday.
What's this one?
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
We want a batter, not
Could I read an alternate brand like an Aldi brand? Again, I do like Aldi. I like them for their business model. I really do. Joey's Wiki coming in late 2025. Shohei, you know how happy that would make me? Because I don't know how much of the channel you've seen. I know you commented on the one video, and I really appreciate that. we've got characters, we've got running jokes, we've got, you know, fake products. So if there's a wiki one day, I might cry, honestly.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter.
And I want to get back to making like tunes, you know. Jake Summer has a show, Tanya has her show, and it would really be a dream come true to have that much, you know, because like Homestar Runner really influenced a lot of my humor. If you're familiar with that site and series. And yeah, it would be nice to have something like a wiki where it's like keeping track of the number of times that, I don't know, butt juice alert is going up. Like trivia, the video with the most butt juices is
Go easy on me. I'm a pitcher. So wing.
Heidi Thurman.
I don't know where that Heidi Thurman. Oh crap! I don't know what happened to that Heidi Thurman guy. He loved Heidi Thurman. CRK.
Heidi Thurman.
So wing.
I love Heidi Thurman.
Away with you, batter. We want a batter, not
Like
a
Marcus,
broken ladder.
and the people I know in real life, like Marcus, he would have a wiki page. Marcus is one of the few people Joey knows in real life. He frequently roots against him, especially in Pokemon. If that was a strike, I'd be flabbergasted. Nice placed hit. Nice placed hit there. Brett Olson would have a whole article for sure.
I will try my best.
Yes, Tommy. On the SJ, absolutely, absolutely, because I hate that kid. I hate that kid so much, and we would need a wiki so that people who join the channel later make what's all this hate on Brett Olson? Because Brett Olson is not one of the first names that comes to mind when people think of the generic kids. Usually it's Jay Green, Leah Wayne, the ones that you face in the finals in Backyard Baseball. Chico Pappas is one, you know, from Backyard Football. But no, Brett Olson, for what, you know, what he's done to us, I hate that kid so much. Yeah, see, Jay Green, Henry Deschutes, you know, people think of that, but no, Brett Olson, I hate Brett Olson. Baseball, he's not that good. He's very fast, but football, he's really good. He's fast and he has great blocking and tackling. I hate that kid.
Away with you, batter.
Thor Herring.
Wing.
FBO, that's right. Okay. I don't think Mike Piazza can score, but I don't think Dante has a great throwing arm either. So Mike Piazza will in fact score. It's 6-0.
I hit pretty good for a shortstop, so watch out. Hey, batter. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
He's one of the generic kids too. Oh, there's so many of them. I hope they come back when they reboot the series. I do, the generics. Brett Olson is the guy to fart in an elevator as he exits and you enter. Oh, that's...
Hey, batter.
Yeah, that's a pretty terrible person.
Hey, batter.
But yeah, Brett Olson, in soccer, he's kind of below, you know, it's just he's fast. That's and when you're fast in any of the backyard games, you're usually pretty decent. But I mean, Pete Wheeler is fast, but the rest of his skills in soccer aren't that good. Good. Nice strike. I didn't even need for it to be placed there, but wow, good strike. Do. In the top of the fourth with a 6-0 lead.
Hey, batter.
Oh, Mitch popped back in. The Spanish people and Japanese names don't look like their appearances. For example, Andres Ibsen and Michiko Adachi. Yeah, they didn't really end up putting, you know, Asian American skin tones into the game until like 05. And it looks very confusing, especially in the backyard soccer when you get to the like the World Cup.
Hey, batter. Boom. Ooh. Hit.
Give him a lefty. Yeah, that's true. And yeah, but Kenny and Vicky are like original characters of the game. They didn't. I'm talking about for like a custom kid or a generic kid. Nice. Brett Olson asks for many free samples at an ice cream shop and never makes a purchase. You guys really make me hate this guy more and more and more each day.
You really want to pitch to me?
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Okay, well, Butch Sherrod threw one pitch in the bottom of the fourth and said he's done. So here comes Anna Goodrow. Now, it's interesting in Little League, when these pitchers have a pitch count, should they hit the pitch count mid-at-bat, they get to finish the at-bat. Andrade. I would like to know how they came up with the generic names. You know, did they put a bunch of names in a hat? Because some of them, like Star Moonbeam, I don't think there is a person on the planet named that unless they legally change their name to that.
This one's going out.
Wow.
I'm gonna hit that ball, man.
Yes, you will. Oh, Andres Ibsen. Yeah, he was playing in the previous game. The guy that fakes his accent gets kicked out of the Spain government. Placed perfectly. That was really a perfectly placed swing there by Thome. And I know it's Tomei. I just remember when he was playing for the Phillies, there was a girl at my school bus stop, who actually said, you know, oh yeah, I like Jim Thome. And I mean, that is how it's phonetically spelled. There's home, TH makes a sound. Thome made a lot of sense.
I'm gonna knock the seams off the ball.
Did you see the new names for the 2003 kids? I'm seeing them here and there. I really haven't been paying attention to them that much. I know once 2005 rolled around, they had a lot of weird names, like Hans Our Dirty Wash'em was the
this
name.
one?
I don't know if they were like high and they thought of it and thought it was the funniest thing ever, but it's just like, what? Come on, Jim. Come on, Jim. Okay.
Watch this.
Who's got candy? We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Up by a touchdown here, 7-0. You're watching some bonus coverage on the Saturday morning special. Sometimes Joey plays. Backyard Baseball 2003, a roster of pro kids who are now all in the Hall of Fame. So if you're looking for a backyard kid or you're looking for a non-Hall of Famer, well, too bad. You have to wait for a different stream. Different stream, different team.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
I normally don't like to stack these OP players. I mean, Anna Gaudreau. Oh, I was gonna say, well, she's giving up 8 runs, but no, that's not true. I'm also kind of swinging at everything because, again, I still do have stuff to do on Saturdays. That's usually why I only play 3 backyard baseball games. But
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter. Bunt.
I thought about going out and working, but I probably should stay here and do some early packing, honestly, because I hate packing. I really hate packing. So I don't know if stealing on a full count even does anything for you in this game, but it's just strike 3, doesn't matter. So yeah, even though I have over a week, really just a week, because yeah, we leave a week from Monday, but that means like boarding the plane on Monday. Yeah, I'm not gonna pack on Monday, right? So I should get a head start on those things, and
I've been known to be a little
I think I'm okay, even though it is a 4-night trip. I think I'm okay with just a carry-on. And I always check my carry-on in for free, because usually they let you do that. And it's because everything I need is in my backpack, and now I'm not, you know, lugging my... And I have to wait for everyone else's carry-on luggage anyway, so it doesn't really matter, you know? I gain nothing by bringing my carry-on bag on, actually.
Nice.
Bingo.
Let's see some action. Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, Eric LeBreau, so that's one of the French ones.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Premium baseball player.
Hey.
Make like a carpenter and nail it.
Ooh. Hey, batter, swing, batter. Woo, woo. Hey. Boom.
Hit it here.
Why'd you put fries? Because I said French?
Look, got it.
Right on!
You know when they tried calling it freedom fries? It was so cringe.
Yes, yes.
Okay, bottom of the 5th we go, and if things go according to plan, this will be
Now hit
the
the
last offensive frame for the Bombers today. And then we'll be picking this up sometime. You know, I hope to still get a stream or 2 in during the week next week. And maybe... I've done Saturday morning specials when I've traveled before, but honestly, they end up being short, and it can wait. It's not the end of the world, right? Ooh, I love to hear it.
What's this?
All right, Vic Souffle is in here, and that might be another French guy because Souffle is in fact French. Ho, ho, ho. Stay fair. It's not going to stay fair. And it's going to be an out.
Did I hit this over the right field fence or the left one?
Hey, batter, batter, batter. Whip. Swing.
Ichiro, go. You know what? Dang, from first. That's some Pete Wheeler stuff.
Go to DNA.
Swing. Whip. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Good timing, just not enough mustard at all, but with a fatigued infielder, I guess that was Anna Gaudreau, the pitcher, one of the pitchers. Tell me he's getting his hits at least.
Watch it.
I got a lot of the pro kids just say, watch this. It's funny, I think about it, you know, the pro kids don't have a lot of personality. I think some of the bigger stars do. But some of the pro kids are just like, hey, I'm playing baseball. Jeff Conine is underrated. He's the guy who's like, where's the bathroom? Bases are loaded for Vladimir Guerrero, the child animated version of Vladimir Guerrero. Okay, what are you doing? Just open your stance. There you go. Oh. That felt good. But it's an out. I thought that was hit pretty well. Get a sac fly out of it. 10-0. Double digits again. And it seems like we're doing really well with this team. Who'd imagine an entire team of Hall of Fame players would be annihilating everybody?
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Okay. Sometimes what? What did I do now sometimes?
We want a batter, not
Make
a
like a
broken
carpenter
ladder.
and nail it.
Come on, come on, I just want to end this game. Good.
Does it again.
Watching sometimes watching blowouts are fun. Yeah, every now and then it is nice, I'll admit. You know, you're really here for the vibes in this case. Oh, oh, oh!
Let's see some action.
There we go, 2 outs. And we'll leave it to Anna Gaudreau to ground out or strike out to end the game. First pitch. Just get her out.
Rock on.
Ridley!
Ball game.
Ridley!
A 10-0 final. My word. 10-0 final. That is the first half of the season. And again, we lost game 1, but since then have not. You know? So we are going to wrap it up here. I'm going to do better with when I say we're going to wrap it up, because I know you guys like to say bye to each other in the chat and bye to me and stuff like that. So I really should give you a more of a chance to do that. And you know, it's so sweet and endearing to see that. And so I'll keep stalling. Yep, bye, Jaymon. Bye, Tommy. Mitch, if you're still here, show. Thank you. Pickle! Pickle! Now you want to say something? Hey, hi, and bye. We'll be back tomorrow night. As of now, tentatively tomorrow night with Sunday Super Duper. I think we'll go back to Pokemon Stadium, but again, I'm going to try to queue it up so that we can get through that Poke Cup a lot quicker. So again, thank you everyone for joining. It's good to be doing the Saturday morning specials again, and I will see you. If you haven't seen already, new full upload, Fateful Findings. Jeannie and I watched it. It is a hilarious commentary. Please watch that. Please hit the likes and comments. Really, it's for the algorithm, guys. It's really appreciated because I want to get out of here. Bye-bye. Have a great Saturday, everybody. Don't forget to set your clocks overnight tonight.
Well, hey, kids, you're watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.